Good morning. Well, apologies for the live stream mix-up yesterday. Couple of things. I was there at 1:30, but nobody turned up. I stayed there for a good while. Still nobody turned up, so I assumed that I put in the wrong link. I've also got a debilitating headache last night. I banged my head the night before on the toilet floor, as you do. Got a bit of a gash, and that headache started to get a little worse last night. So I am sorry. I had to default to Telegram. Could have been a much better live stream had I been a bit fitter. Let's have a look at yesterday and see if there's anything that we missed out on. Well, there was a possibility of a Burnley equaliser, but as ever with Bournemouth, we've always got that second goal that they can get, which they got yet again yesterday, and with Burnley trusting their goal scoring is a problem. This was precisely what you expect of 1.25 shot, isn't it? How accurate was the market yesterday? 0-1 Manchester United lead. The fact it was a local derby left me a little lukewarm. But Phil Foden, continuing his excellent recent form, getting the 2 winning goals and the 3-1 to make it look like 3-0, 3-1, any other home score. Very difficult to find any value here as well, unless you went, well, if you went half-time market, you'd have failed. If you went correct score market, 3-1, any other home score, you'd have got probably about 6-1 net profit, which isn't too shabby, I suppose. Bayer Leverkusen, very under par from them. But pre-European club competition, you'd get the win, wouldn't you? You'd just get the win and move on. Good result for Napoli against Juventus in what was a derby-style match. A difficult match to unpack. Simple as that, these derby-style matches, you don't know what's going to happen. It's best on the night. A really good return for Napoli. It's just down to Osimhen returning again. Well, it's the same old stories. Well, a missed penalty for Victor, but Kvaratskhelia is getting on the score sheet far too regularly now as well. Good result for Ajax yesterday. Normally cock it up pre-Europa Conference League. And they got the goals before the red card. So a nice, comfortable afternoon for them. But another side you can't really trust pre-Europe. I suppose we could have laid a Feyenoord lead at 1-2, given the fact that PSV were unbeaten all season. Had I been a little more on the ball yesterday, I would have caught up with all of these. Spanish La Liga, Atletico Madrid, good win from them. A very important win for Mallorca against Girona. And again, the market not necessarily discounting Mallorca. Disappointing for second in the league, Girona, but it was there in the 2.15 odds, wasn't it? And Atletico Bilbao, Barca, nothing doing there. Those were the main leads yesterday. Could have been a lot more productive day, but I am sorry. If you look at the cut above my eye, it's like I've been a couple of rounds with a local Muay Thai boxer. And just the headache was very uncontrolling. It's all down the right-hand side, just above the right eye. Very debilitating. So it could have been a lot more productive day yesterday. My apologies. I'll be back fully fit next week. Greek Super League continuing their run to the title. Olympiacos, no problem with them. Panathinaikos did get the goal back to make it 2-2, but did push on to get the winner. That's going to cost them. PAOK winning as well, and AEK Athens drawing. So looking at the standings for the top 4, Olympiacos should have benefited yesterday into 3rd place, and a couple of them dropping points. Panathinaikos especially, and AEK Athens especially, tightening the gap for these top 4. So watch out for the run-in. It's going to be exciting in the Greek Super League. On to today. Sheffield United against Arsenal. Well, we should be eyeing 3 goals at least from the Arsenal, and at least a goal before half-time. That's actually been a recent Sheffield United pattern. Goals before half-time. You'd expect the opposite under Chris Wilder, aiming for that 0-0 at half-time. Must win in reaction to Liverpool winning and Manchester City winning for Arsenal, and it looks an obvious play, doesn't it? But as ever, this stage of the season, these strugglers must pick up points, even in the most unexpected areas, at home to Arsenal, for instance. Irish Premier Division, only 3 matches into the season, so very little we could do research-wise, and the market is not that appealing. Inter Milan tend to score first at home and tend to lead at half-time. We're unlikely to see a trade in this particular match unless those two outcomes don't occur. They look all-out champions. Very difficult for any side to stop them at the moment. Eredivisie, as ever, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. We've got some peripheral leagues, Romania, Osasuna and Alaves. This is a tough one to call, as you can see, 2.38 the favourite. But the seasonal form, 4 wins in 5 at home for Osasuna. Only 1 loss at home against 7th and lower for Osasuna. And only 1 home win, home and away, against the top 12 for Alaves. It does look rather obvious that we favour Osasuna here on paper, but as ever, 2.38 the favourite, telling you anything could happen. Elche and Alcorcon, we've got an odds-on favourite. Why? Elche, 8th in the league, a win today, take them to 47, right in the cusp of a promotion playoff place. So they've got desperate need for points, and they're playing Alcorcon. We're at Alcorcon in the relegation zone, so add 3 to that, that's 32. I'll take them out of relegation. So this is definitely one for you to target this evening. As a need for points, lay any late draw. And that's about it at the moment. So normally day off for me today on a Monday. I've got to get my head sorted out as well. I fainted. I saw my beauty in the mirror and I fainted. And collecting scars now on the forehead. That's about it. As I say, can't see anything else of any great interest. Champions League week as well. Hapoel Beersheva at 6:30, 1.53 favourite. Very, very reliable this season, so keep an eye on them at 6:30. That will be it. So have a great Monday. Again, my apologies for yesterday. It's very rare that I miss a live stream and a live chat, but the headache was very debilitating. And it wasn't a very good Sunday anyway for a live stream. I don't think a live stream would have worked yesterday. There was just interest flitting from time to time. We don't have any strong fixtures yesterday. So I might see you later on, but as you know, it is my day off. See you for the Champions League tomorrow.